Hello everyone, Shelby with Shelby Creations, day 11 of our 12 days of Christmas. And I noticed that last year's Christmas candles were sort of yucky looking. They're old. I mean, you know me, I have things for years, but I wanted to do some new ones. Now, I have done them with the glass ones, but I find, especially with the smaller ones, now I have these because we get hurricanes here, and these are great for during hurricane season when your power goes out, because it doesn't, you can't blow them out too well when they're, or they don't get blown out, when they get down far. But I like to cover mine at Christmas, and I've used wrapping paper, I've used napkins, and these are fine, but the glass gets hot, and regular glue doesn't seem to hold. You really have to Mod Podge them on, and it gives off an odor, and I didn't like that. And then too, with such a narrow opening, I'm always afraid the paper is going to catch fire. So these are good for hurricane, but not for Christmas candles. So, like I said, I love using napkins for this. And, of course, you can only use the top ply. So you've got to separate the plies. And you do this with a piece of tape. Just stick it on the back and pull. And it'll give you an opening. Now, this is only a 2-ply napkin, but you just separate it, and you've got your 1-ply to work with. Just be careful when you're separating, because if you're, too rigorous, it's going to tear. Ta-da! There we go. I always hang on to my insides. They're great for getting, glue off of nozzles and such. So here's my napkin. Now, what I did, I've already got one started right here. I simply cut it off, and this is what I'm going to put on my candle. Now, I went ahead and started it, and as you can see, it's just a regular wax pillar. And you can get them that's got the little, little battery operated light in it or whatever, but the outside is still wax. And all I did was I went in with my heat gun and started melting the wax into the napkin. Fold it over. Now, I had to pull this back, and you can see I had to pull it back because I got a bubble in it. So if you do it while it's still, not real warm, but just a little warm to the touch, it'll peel off a lot easier. So just bear with me in the noise here. But all you're doing is laying the tissue over and simply heating up that candle, the outside of the candle, until you get a nice, you'll be able to see it. It'll look shiny. I'm not sure you can see it in the, I'm trying to turn it so you can see the shine, but it's not working. But you see the difference in how this snowflake is not, it's still on the napkin. This one has got the wax coming through it. And it's an easy way to make a decorative candle. Because believe me, I looked at the prices. These things are getting to be expensive. And yet they're so easy to make. Just keep turning it. I'm not sure if you can see the shine, but I can see it here. You can see how the snowflakes get all caught up with the wax. It's sort of like watching embossing liquid. When I'm embossing, I love to sit, I get mesmerized by the liquid. It goes from nice little granules to Yeah, this shiny, fantastic little creation. Now it does take a little bit of time, and I see that I'm getting close to where I started, so turn that off for a moment. Now be careful when you lay yours down, because I know mine gets a little warm around here, so I hang it up on the hook over here on the side of my desk. Now we're to the edge where you see I'm meeting myself. Getting where I started. I want to get as close to that edge as possible. I'm just going to crease that down there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my craft knife. Let me see if I can do this right. It worked last time. And simply hold my crease. Just run my craft knife down. It's not gonna work this time. It worked with the last one. Here we go. Well, it's not gonna work. We'll resort to scissors. I can't get right over this to see, because the camera's in the way, and I don't want my fat head in the way. Then you wouldn't be able to see. Now, it may seem like a little jagged edge right there for now, but it'll work out. Alright, we're going to come back in here with our heat. And as that wax melts, you simply press it down. And it's not, we're not talking hot wax here. Get it all heated up here. And then that will close that gap. Just like that. Smooth that out there. Come all the way down, because I want to make sure that seam is closed. Simply press it down. And then come around my sides. And that is, well, a little bit here. That is basically all there is to doing these. Really, really simple. Now, I do have some area up here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my scissors and carefully trim around the edge. Because remember, that wax is still kind of soft in some areas. Yeah, don't do what I do and just rip it off. And we have it trimmed. Now, to seal that upper edge, I'm going to come right in here. Lift that wick up and just heat it around and press it in. And there we go. A Christmas candle. You can do this with any type of pillar and napkins. This particular pillar was one that I've had for a while, so it was, you know how they get sort of dirty looking. So this was the perfect thing to do with it. Repurposed my pillars, got a nice Christmas candle out of it. So hang on to your Christmas napkins, and with a little bit of hot air, we can make them into some gorgeous Christmas candles. If you like what I've shared here with you today, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, so we have one day left of our 12 days of Christmas. And then we'll be on to a wonderful new year, full of crafting, fun, and mayhem. So, catch y'all later. Bye, guys.